Hello, I'm Stacey Paulson, and I'm excited to be able to share with you more about essential oils and women's health and some other products that doTERRA has that help support you and your health. And we're really going to be talking a lot about balancing hormones, and as you will see throughout the training that you will want to really consider balancing hormones because it affects so many other aspects of our lives. And I'm Stacey Paulson, and I am a Blue Diamond Wellness Advocate with doTERRA, and I've been using essential oils for about 8 years now and other natural products, and they have really changed the way that I do things, taking care of my health, and have tremendously helped me to feel empowered in knowing some things that I can do to be proactive and taking care of myself as well as my girls and other women around me. So let's get started. So hormonal imbalance can cause a wide variety of physical and emotional symptoms as well as increased risk of chronic disease. And estrogen and progesterone are the main steroidal hormones that affect women's health. Each of these hormones has a broad scope of functions that extend far beyond reproductive health. As you can see with progesterone, some of the things that it affects there. And then you can with estrogen, and then you can take a look here at progesterone and some of the things that it affects there. It helps you use fat for energy. So if you're struggling with weight, that might be one of the things that's causing it, that is the root cause. It helps with depression, balancing mood, with your blood, with your thyroid, if you're having struggles with the amount of energy that you have. And just looking at these things, a lot of our health issues may stem from hormone imbalance. So these two hormones exist in a delicate balance, and when they're thrown off, they can cause various health complications. And so there are three kinds of estrogen. The first one is the kind our bodies produce, and we'll call it the quiet kid on the playground or the shy kid on the playground. And then the second one is phytoestrogen or plant-based estrogens, and these are things that we get as we can consume them. And we'll call that estrogen the hero on the playground, and I'll explain why in just a second. And then the third one are xenoestrogens, and these are the bullies on the playground. And these are not naturally produced. We consume them, and we can get them from Teflon, from plastics, preservatives, additives. You get it. It's the junk, some of the junk that we're around. And these xenoestrogens are hormone disruptors. So we have cells floating around in our bodies with fingers or receptor sites sticking out, and they're looking for estrogen. They don't care where the estrogen comes from, just so that there is some form of it binding to these receptor sites. So as our naturally produced estrogen is that very shy, quiet kid, it is not very strong on the playground. And so that would really and really our bodies want to bind to that natural estrogen. But the bully or the xenoestrogens, when they are present, they are stronger than natural estrogen, and they come in and they push that shy kid off the playground and take them over for themselves. So they bind to those receptor sites. Then xenos are metabolized, those estrogens are metabolized. We have a higher incidence of breast cancer. So it's actually coming from the xenoestrogen metabolites, kind of the leftover products and stuff that come from that. And these can also give the estrogen dominance test results. Also be aware, if you haven't heard of candida, it can also produce a false estrogen level. And if you don't know what that is, I would go Google it and learn more about what candida is, because many of us have it. So what's currently happening on our playground is that the shy kid has been kicked off by the bully. Well, lucky for that shy kid, there is a hero on the playground, and they are called the phytoestrogens, so these plant-based estrogens. So phytoestrogens are softer than natural estrogen, yet more powerful than xenoestrogens. And in short, phytos come to the playground and protect the cells from xenoestrogens binding to those receptor sites, thereby assisting in protection from the harmful effects of xenoestrogens. Oh, let me go forward. And so some of these xenoestrogens come from conventional meat and dairy products produced by cows that are fed a diet rich in estrogen grains that are loaded with hormones. We also get them from our cosmetics, things that we put on our skin, plastics, beverages, canned food, refined food, processed food. So they're around us, and all of us are consuming these in some way. And we also get them in our skincare products, our hair care products. And so that's something that you want to avoid are these xenoestrogens as much as possible. And so products that are sulfate-free products are the things that you're going to want to look for. And check your bottles of things, and you'll probably find a lot of it's called lauryl or sodium lauryl sulfate and sodium laureth sulfate. It's SLS and SLES. These are the ones you want to avoid in your hair care products, your skincare products, if possible. And that's also one of the reasons why I love doTERRA, is that they consider that, and they have made some great products that are clean and safe to use. And these sulfates, they're also used in dishwashing and laundry detergents, as well as most toothpastes. So know that you're most likely consuming these sulfates, and they can be a cause for hormone disruption. These xenoestrogens, if you get high saturations of them, can cause fertility problems. Menopause could start early. It can affect your thyroid and also help to develop cancer. So phytoestrogens are adaptogenic, and you don't have to know if you are high or low in estrogen and progesterone. It fills in where it needs to. So it attaches to those receptor sites as needed. Estrogen tests often miss all toxic estrogen, and everyone is estrogen dominant because of all the toxic stuff we use. The many testing procedures that exist to measure hormone levels are largely inaccurate, because hormones are dynamic and fluctuate on a moment-by-moment basis. So you take that test right now, you'll have a certain result, and in 5 minutes it will be different. It's more relevant to look at the common symptoms associated with hormone imbalance. So doTERRA's phytoestrogen is a great product that they have as a supplement that you take. It also has flaxseed extract, which reduces hormone metabolite load and offers a chemoprotective benefit. Pomegranate extract is in there, and it helps to manage the physical symptoms of menopause, including hot flashes and aging of the skin, which most of us would appreciate. And it also helps ease headaches. I'm going to go through and I'm going to share a few testimonials or people who have used the products. We just asked them to submit, what was their experience with some of the oils that we're going to talk about in just a minute, as well as the phytoestrogen. One lady said that after my pregnancy, when my cycles returned, I was miserable. All the things that had made it smooth sailing before, eating clean, using frankincense, lifelong vitality, clary calm, which is a blend of oils we'll talk about, were not working. I was in bed with cramping, migraines, and heavy clotting and bleeding. After only 3 weeks on phytoestrogen, I was feeling 80% better, and after another full cycle, I was 100%, and 18 pounds lighter with no other lifestyle changes. So just knowing, the imbalance of hormones can tremendously affect our weight. Men need phytoestrogen to be able to utilize their own testosterone and keep a healthy balance, which means getting rid of all those phytoestrogens they are exposed to. Another friend said that phytoestrogen is what helped her balance. She said, phytoestrogen is what helped balance my hormones and finally cleared up my awful rosacea. So it can help clear up your skin if you're having some issues with that, and it's caused by hormonal imbalance. Another lady said that phytoestrogen has changed my life. I have had endometriosis and ovarian cysts since my teenage years. Missed at least one day of work every month due to being completely debilitated with cramps and pain to the point of not even being able to walk. I had extremely heavy, dark, and clotty flows, clots as large as grapefruit at times. Pregnancy was the only months of my life that I was free from this nightmare until phytoestrogen. Doctors wanted me to do a hysterectomy or ablation, but I never felt at peace about that. I started phytoestrogen about 3 years ago, just a few months after beginning it, along with the lifelong vitality supplements, which I'll talk about in just a minute, and Clary Calm, which is an essential oil blend, and I'll talk about that. She used that morning and night, and I began to have zero cramping, normal flow, and no indication that I was even starting, and zero PMS. Prior to phytoestrogen, I could feel it coming on about a week in advance. Mild cramping pain would begin in PMS. And now she takes 1 phytoestrogen a day, and will use the Clary Calm during that week of her period. Another lady said that my daughter, who was a midwife, suffers with PCOS from her teenage years until about 2 years ago, when I gave her the Clary Calm and phytoestrogen. She now does the Lifelong Vitality supplements, and she used to have 4 periods a year and now has them every 33 days. And she's lost almost 40 pounds. So that's just incredible. Another lady said, I started having flat in bed migraines with my monthly cycle. I decided to give the phytoestrogen a try. It had just come out, and just a few minutes after taking 1 capsule, my migraine was gone. I took 1 a day after that, and 2 during my cycle, after being flocked by medication and my body being thrown into autoimmune issues, wiping out her endocrine system. She takes 2 a day now, and it's just been incredible for her. A couple more. A year ago, I just love these because these are from real people that we know who have had, troubles, health issues, and really getting to the root cause of it with things that are natural and healthy have really changed their life. This lady says that a year ago, I started to become irregular after being a 28-day cycle girl. I knew something was off. After 6 months of being off, I started phytoestrogen in 1 month. It made me regular again. I took it for 60 days to confirm and have been pleased with the results. I only take 1 a day now and take it in the morning. A friend of mine also said it has given her back her libido after I told her to take it. Then the last one was my friend's 17-year-old daughter had horrible pain, heavy flow, and the whole street knew the week kind of cycles. She would miss 2 to 3 days of school each month because of it. After using the phytoestrogens, her exact words were, Mom, it helped everything except the sugar cravings in just 1 month. And just side note, the sugar cravings can be taken care of with using the Lifeline Vitality and doing a cleanse that we kind of recommend with the oils. So if you're struggling with that, there's something that will support you in that's natural. This girl has had better cycles ever since that. That was 4 years ago. And now my 16-year-old daughter takes them the week of her period, because she can't get her to take it every day. But the week of, she says that it helps with her cramping. So, whether you're preteen, teen, in the middle of your life, you're premenopausal, menopausal, that these products are amazing for helping support your health. Just 2 more. So my mom was having 8 to 9 hot flashes a day. Claritin would stop them in their tracks. It wasn't but a few months later I recommended she give the phytoestrogen a try. She did and was floored that it prevented her hot flashes from happening. And then another lady says, my 74-year-old dad takes it daily. Stopped his night sweats in 3 days. It helps my sex drive. Okay, so there you go. Also, so you know that low estrogen levels are a trigger for rapid degeneration of bones. So bone loss causes degeneration and life-threatening conditions. And this lady, she went to the dentist and she was experiencing cavities, although she was brushing well, eating well. And he said that it was because she was losing calcium in her bones because of menopause. And so combining phytoestrogen with the bone nutrient complex, which is vitamin and minerals that our bodies need, that it actually balances 26 to 28 different hormones. Okay, so let's talk about stress. So stress is also something we want to be aware of because it affects our health. Stress can up our cortisol levels, that's our stress hormone, and cortisol can block progesterone production. So some of the oils that can help with that, grapefruit is an amazing one that helps with blocking or stopping cortisol from blocking progesterone. But then if we're talking about managing stress, oils that can support us in dealing with stress in a more healthy way. Balance is a grounding blend that you can use. Wild orange is a great one for stress and anxiety. Any of the citrus oils are great for that. And so just being aware that if over long periods of time you're feeling stressed, it is affecting your hormone levels and it will affect your health in different ways. So another great oil is this Clary Calm blend, which has many different oils in there, and then also just single oils that are, you see listed: basil, geranium, clary sage, fennel, thyme, sandalwood, and ylang ylang are also hormone balancers. So a 2014 study published in the Journal of Phytotherapy Research found that inhalation of clary sage oil had the ability to reduce cortisol levels by 36% and improve thyroid hormone levels. The study was done on 22 postmenopausal women in their 50s, some of which were diagnosed with depression. And at the end of the trial, researchers stated that clary sage oil had statistically significant significant effect on lowering cortisol and had an antidepressive effect, improving mood. And this is just one of many studies that has been done on clary sage and other oils. The biggest benefit of clary sage is that it helps balance out estrogen production in the body. A lot of health issues today, even things like infertility, PCOS, estrogen-based cancers, are caused by excess estrogen in the body, in part because of our consumption of high estrogen foods. Because clary sage helps balance out those estrogen levels, it's an incredibly effective essential oil in a wide array of hormone balances. So whether you're looking for natural remedies for PMS cramps during the month, or possibly already know you have excess estrogen in your body, clary sage, which is found in the Clary Calm blend, is a great essential oil to consider adding to your essential oil stash there. So research also discussed that, and this was in Proceedings of the Society of Experimental Biology and Medicine, discovered that thyme essential oil has progesterone balancing effects. Thyme oil benefits the body by improving progesterone production. Both men and a lot of women are low in progesterone, and low progesterone levels have been linked with infertility, PCOS, and depression, as well as other imbalanced hormones within the body. So improved progesterone makes thyme a great essential oil that you can use to naturally balance out your hormones. Plus, it's far better than turning to synthetic treatments such as hormone replacement therapy, which can make you dependent on prescription drugs throughout your life. It can mask the symptoms while developing diseases in other parts of the body, and often causing serious side effects when you're doing hormone replacement therapy. The essential oils for hormones, sandalwood essential oil is very effective at balancing out testosterone levels in both men and women. Sandalwood has actually been used as a natural aphrodisiac, making it a desired ingredient in men's cologne as well as certain perfumes. Another thing to consider is exercise. That exercise helps us to manage our weight better. It helps with the hormone metabolite load, and it also improves body's production of hormones. So recognize these healthy lifestyle choices do affect us over time. And then I do want to talk quickly about Lifelong Vitality supplements, which these are 3 different supplements. They come together in a package, and it's all of your vitamins and minerals in a whole food form. So you're getting what your body needs. You're getting all of your omegas, your essential oil omega complex. And in that, there are different essential oils that are contained in it, like frankincense and cinnamon and clove. And these are highly antioxidant, which helps support your body. They're great for your brain and your heart. And then the alpha CRS is great for protecting cells. It helps with energy levels naturally. And there's just combining these 3 together. This is doTERRA's #1 product. And this is always where I try to help people start, especially if they're not feeling well, they're having trouble managing their mood, if they are lacking with mood management, they're really struggling with that, or depression. If they're seeing weight gain and other pain, inflammation issues, headaches, that this is a great place to start, because it really gives your body what it needs. And when our bodies have the nutrients and supplements that they need, and it's hard to get just through what we eat, but when we have that, then our bodies are incredible at performing properly and optimally for a long time. So if you get hormonal headaches, something that you might consider doing or taking grapefruit and thyme on the roof of your mouth. You can just put it on your thumb and then stick your thumb up in the roof of your mouth and hold it there for a second. Or what I really love is lavender and frankincense. Love the smell of it, and you can just rub it on your temples. Another great blend, essential oil blend, is called Whisper, and this has bergamot, ylang ylang, patchouli, vanilla, jasmine, cinnamon, vetiver, sandalwood, and rose. And these oils are great for hormone balance. It's great for stress. It's great for your libido. They're great calming, antioxidant, just great blend for women. And then Clary Calm, like you've seen it in a lot of the testimonials, this helps balance hormones. And one last experience someone had. She said that I'm 38, and before oils, used to take Percocet for my monthly cramps. I started using Clary Calm regularly, and it helped tremendously. When I don't use it regularly, then I unfortunately go back to pretty rough cramps. And then she started the phytoestrogen supplements about 5 months ago, and things were even better. After listening to a doctor, I decided to change my phytoestrogen and take it only around my period. Last week, I had cramps that rivaled labor pains and almost performed a hysterectomy on myself. Never, ever, ever again will I go without my phytoestrogen and Clary Calm. And in my PMS, pain-filled vomiting state, I kind of wanted to punch that doctor in the face. These products, they work, and if you understand hormones and how to keep them balanced, they can just be a great resource for you. In addition, there's probably other women's health issues that you might be concerned about or thinking about. That's a great opportunity to reach out to your sponsor and find out more about the oils and supplements that could help you specifically in your health goals and challenges. Thanks.